Yeah.
All right, I was just screwing around there a little bit. Pretty excited about this hunt this year. Once in a lifetime opportunity here in Kentucky. Got the elk draw. Got a bunch of buddies real mad. They've been putting in for 20 years. Every year, never get drawn. Hear that story a lot. I've been putting in for 20 years. And that's a lie, because I skipped a couple of years. Finally got drawn this year, and we're going to make the most of it. We're heading down here. It's early August, and just want to kind of learn some of the roads. We got Unit 4, which is going to be parts of Breathitt, Knott County, Perry County, Leslie County. We're going to drive into Jackson today and just talk to the locals, have some fun with it, maybe get to know some people, and we're going to go down and check out Buckhorn Lake tailwaters. Might be a potential camping option for the ragtag crew of misfits that I'm going to drag down there. Give them something to do, because I can't take them all in the woods with me. But trying to get as many people involved, have as much fun with this as I can. You know, like I said, it's a unique opportunity, once in a lifetime. You know, yeah, you can jump on a plane and fly across the country and, you know, take a stab at it out in New Mexico and Colorado and Montana, maybe get drawn out there, you know, have higher chances for sure. But to have an opportunity to do it here in the home state that I grew up in and love so much, it's just a unique opportunity. So first ever time doing this. Never elk hunted before, and I think that's the story for most people here in Kentucky when they get drawn. I think about 90% of the tags go to local hunters, and maybe 10% or so are out-of-staters. But most people that do this, I think they say about 70% have never done it before. I have never done it before. I don't believe Justin's ever done it before, and I'd say most of the guys, there's probably 8 or 10 of us involved here, never elk hunted before. So I think everybody's pretty excited, but I guess the guy that gets to carry the rifle and hopefully squeeze the trigger is probably the one that's most excited. Going to get down and just learn some roads today, and you know, maybe a little bit this evening, get out and see if we can spot something. It's going to be a real challenging unit to hunt from what I understand. I've been on all the forums. I've studied satellites, 5 different types of satellites to try to learn the lay of the land, the topography, and where the roads are at and where elk might be staying. Where we're looking at, it's going to be mostly national forest, public hunting ground, and contrary to popular belief in the past few years, this area has been heavily pressured. So the elk aren't like they were, you know, 5 and 10 years ago here. They understand that they're being hunted now. So we're going to have to get into some unique habitat, stuff that we're not used to, and put some miles under our feet. And hopefully between this weekend and, you know, a few days next weekend, we'll find something. So worst case, we're going to go to a public viewing area where they're protected, and man, if that's the only ones we see this year, that's the only ones we see this year. But we're going to have some fun with it. You know, for me, it's not about you know, the takedown. It's about the hunt. So we're not hiring a guide, and I just don't, you know, everybody has their own reasons for doing this, and for me, it's not handing somebody $5,000 and having them point where the elk's at and let me shoot it. It's about getting my buddies out in the woods, learning some different land, and getting to see a different part of my state, and trying to find something. And if I don't find something and I come home empty-handed, I'll still feel great about the fact that I did everything I could to get one. So we're going to try really hard, and if we don't, then we'll move on with life, and we'll probably head out west somewhere, because I think this is going to be a regular part of my life until I achieve this goal. So yeah, it was pretty darn good, man. I gotta try one deep fried now. Is that really a thing?
I think it is a thing. Now, would you eat another frozen Uncrustable? Now, before I say frozen, it was like just at the right, like it wasn't like solid where it's gonna break your teeth, right? It was like,
I guess we'll find out in about 10 minutes if I'm puking or not. My belly might not do real good with frozen food, but it was pretty damn good. I see why my kids like them so much. I've never had one. Be a lot better with a elk steak.
Yeah, there we go. All right, just an update. We're getting close. We have 25 minutes. All right, Scott, where are we at and what's the plan?
We're in Jackson, Kentucky. And the plan is to hopefully get out of the rain. We're going to go to South Fork. Not the South Fork I grew up in, South Fork Elkview. We're currently in Jackson. We're going to drive south to Quicksand, east, about halfway to Portsmouth, and that's where the South Fork Elkview is. And it's just north of Robinson Forest. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to have any access to Robinson Forest, but there's a small piece of the WMA there that may hold some elk. The Elkview area is pretty densely populated, but I don't think we're going to be able to hunt it. So we're just going to go get a look at some elk.
Cool. All right, so Scott stayed in the car, but I'm on a public land up here, WMA. Kind of hard to find this place, but it's beautiful up here. I had to climb up a hill. I didn't record that, and then it was all this flat land right here, just completely flat. But then as I came across it, came this big valley, and then way over there some cows. This is all public land. I couldn't even tell you on a map we were at. We kind of just stumbled across it, but I like this piece. This is cool. I don't know how many acres. I want to say 5,000, maybe 3,500. Could be wrong, but pretty cool piece of property. But yeah, we're just trying to figure things out and see what we can find in the elk. All right, see y'all. All right, Scott, so we're halfway through day one of scouting for elk here in eastern Kentucky. We found one good WMA piece of property. What do you think so far?
I think it's going to be a real challenge, man. It's pretty steep, rugged terrain where we're at so far, but we're thinking about staying here, maybe just to camp, a good spot to get out and fish and hang out and have a nice cool area to chill during the middle of the day. Thinking we're going to probably be hunting further west from here, down in the national forest. So we're getting ready to drive there. Hopefully the terrain eases up a little bit at some of the access points so we can get across some ridge tops, places where we can look down. And then if we get lucky, we just got to pack it up and out. That's why we got to bring some young backs with us. So otherwise we'll just sweat it out like a couple old guys. Pretty nice, man. It's a beautiful place. Highly recommend coming here and at least visiting and checking it out. So.
And where are we?
This is the Buckhorn Lake tailwaters. Just on the other side of the dam behind me is the lake. Trophy-sized muskie in there. Really popular spot for fishing. And then of course these tailwaters are going to be full of all kinds of stuff. Trout, muskie, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, Kentucky bass, you name it. So a lot of fun stuff to do here. Cool place to hang out. Beautiful spot. And now we just got to go head west and try to find some elk.
All right. Scott, day two, scouting. You ready?
Yeah, this is the most 6:30, 5:30 I've ever seen. Yeah, we're ready to go.
How was your sleep in the
old Travel Large or whatever this place is called?
Yeah.
It was a lot better after I get past the allergy issues that I was having from the dog dander that's on the bed.
Look at you itching.
I'm dying. But
How we starting day number two?
to McDonald's. Homer really wanted a number two, so here we are.
Oh, I won number two. I'm only getting a coffee.
Well, by number two, he wanted to process things.
Alright, Scott, day two. We're back at the WMA, the first one from yesterday. Before
Give me your day one recap first.
You gotta tell me ahead of time what questions you're gonna ask me. I had no idea. Day one recap. Yesterday we ran into a lot of roadblocks. It rained. We went to a little elk viewing site. Didn't see any elk. We came here right afterwards. Kind of took a roundabout way. I really wanted to look at this area because it's the only public reclaimed site we had, but we didn't have time to get up in here and check it out. So we made that our priority this morning.
What did we hear about 5 minutes ago?
Well, Dad, about 5 minutes ago, we heard our first bugle right back at the end of this ridgeline behind us. So we decided to just take a seat here. They're about I would guess about 1,000 yards off with the old rangefinder. So we're going to sit down and just see if we can hear another one. And I doubt they come back out. I'd say they probably already hit the timber for the day. So we're just going to hang out for a little bit. It's really pretty and peaceful here. So worst case scenario, we get some mountain fresh air. We'll check back in later.
Wild horses.
Just get your tires on the tracks and just stay on. Don't punch it, but yeah. Probably put it in left. Yeah, I mean, you give it a little bit. The Jeeps will roll themselves, but I just want you to keep from hammering. Get to the left a little bit. Left. Yep, you're good. Now remember, this ain't zeroed at 100 yet.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Dead center and about 4 inches high is where we're at right now.
3008.
Aiming at this one. This one, I dialed the scope down. The first shot was here, dialed it down. Second shot was here, dialed it down, and that zeroed it. And the last shot was here. Or no, sorry. First shot, dialed down. Second shot, dialed down. Third shot, dialed up, and put it there.
Alright, so we shot the 300 Win. You shot Federal, and what was the other brand?
We had Federal 180 grain, and we had Hornady 200 grain ammunition.
All right. What'd you like?
I think we're going to go with the Federal 180 grain. I really hoped for the Hornadies. I wanted a heavier load, and we just didn't get to shoot them at distance yet. So I think we're going to go Federal 180 grain. I think I might switch a 30-06 to Federal 150s and shoot those for a season, see what happens.
Do you think the Federal 180 one shot puts the elk down, or you think you still need 2 shot?
I think you're probably going to have to shoot it about 5 or 6 times if you shoot like I shoot.
All right, and then next time we're shooting distance, right?
Yeah, we're going to start ranging out, get 300-400 yard shot hopefully, and see how things hold up. But I think we'll be all right.
Cool. All right, we got in the elk camp here yesterday afternoon. Been a complete downpour. We actually did a spontaneous scout mission. We actually thought we were just gonna go in for a quick hike, and we ended up hiking 3 miles. So today's more rain and actual wind from, what's the hurricane's name? What is it, hurricane? Helene. So we're just hanging out in the camper. We're doing we're all getting our gear out. There's Scott, Kevin. They're laying out all their gear. Scott, you want to say something since this is your hike? What are you thinking? What's your thought process?
Oh, is this my time?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Been one of those experiences we talked about. Like, maybe we don't even get to hunt, but we're going to still have fun, right? What do you mean? You want me to come closer?
Yeah, on the mic.
Oh.
So what do you think?
Well, guys, let me tell you, it's been a real one. Rained all night last night, and we got crazy winds going on, and I was terrified. And wet.
So yeah, we're just hanging out here. Might go to Walmart. We're just gonna go through our gear and make a day of it. We're gonna try to get back out this evening. Tomorrow's opening day, and see what we can do. All right. Opening morning, gun season here in Kentucky. There's the hunter, or the help. We just sat here for, what time is it now? 9:30. And we're gonna head out that way. And we ain't seen shit. Haven't heard or seen anything, so we're gonna head that way. Maybe our luck will change.
Alright, we made our way down this giant hill behind me, and now we're eating lunch. These guys are still eating. And then we're gonna make our way along this creek and see what that has. See what he's got to say. Scott, you ready?
For what?
Where we headed?
We're having lunch right now. My buddy just filtered some water right out of this pond like John Rambo.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel like your camera's backwards.
With the lens?
I feel pretty tired, man. I'm old. My knees hurt. It's probably the best my back's felt in a month. I can't wait to see how tonight goes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hike up this hill. And then back down it, and then back up that one, and then back down the other one. That was a lot of fun. Whew. It's great when you're carrying a backpack and a firearm. Wishing my buddies could carry my firearm for me, but they're not allowed. It's off. It went off. Can't see myself anymore.
Just back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we're up on the small field. I don't know. It's just where the turkeys were.
Sign, some droppings just behind us here. So we've been hanging out here in the morning. Came here last night. Gonna spend all day in this area. There's a strip mine not too far from here. But it looks very promising. Let's talk to the guy with the gun, see what he says at first. Alright, so far on the trip, what are you thinking? Day one up till now.
I don't think I'm real good at finding elk poop.
So what was your thoughts on day one? Sat all day in the field.
I think it was a long ass day, and it was cold, and it was rainy, and it was pretty miserable. It was really difficult to get in and out of these mountains. But we did get a bugle. We did get an elk in close to us, and so that made that all better. And it makes me believe that they're actually out there. Granted, we haven't put our eyes on one. It's been probably 10 days down here total. We're on day 3 of the hunt. I'm just real good at finding elk poop. If you need anybody to find elk poop, you got your guy.
Day two, you started in, you guys went to a new location in the morning.
I didn't hear you come again.
Day two, you guys went to a new location in the morning.
Oh man, I'm so tired. I don't even remember where we went yesterday.
National Forest.
Oh yeah, we did. We found some bear sign. So if anybody needs to know how to find a black bear, I'm real good at finding
back here. Oh yeah, also a lot of rain on this trip. Lots of rain. Non-stop.
Yeah, it's been pretty musty. The camper's smelling rancid. Everybody's been drying their boots on the heater. It's a little hot to be running a heater, so when we go to bed at nighttime, it smells real good in there. I sweat all night. I haven't slept well. Been staying hydrated with Gatorade, fruit punch.
Sponsor us.
Hey Gatorade, if you're looking to pay somebody a bunch of money to find elk poop, I'm your guy. I can find elk poop.
Alright, so we're at day 3, and we'll see what happens throughout the day. It's about 2:30 Monday afternoon. Taking a little lunch break. Scott, I don't know what he's eating. And then Kevin's over here. We're on this little bench right here. And we gotta work our way. Eventually way down there. We came from way up there. But we got some good sign of fresh elk droppings. This guy. And yeah, so just putting in a day's work out here and eating some lunch. Alright.
Alright, it's our second to last day of hunting. Change the tactics. Usually we stay out all day. We did that yesterday, pretty exhausting, so got a new spot, hunt the morning, come back, hunt the evening, and it's close to camp. So that's what our tactic is now. Good sign there. I didn't go on the morning trip. I kind of slept in a little bit, but yeah, some good elk sign. And I think we even they saw a cow, so good stuff. Good news to hear. They're going back same spot this afternoon, but right now some people are fishing, so I'm just gonna set up the camera and get them fishing. All right, see ya. All right, second to last evening here in Kentucky elk hunting. Change things up. I'm on a bit of a recon scouting mission on a new spot. We've got some intel that they've heard bugles here, but then again, I don't know who else is hunting here, so we'll see. I'm solo. They're out hunting on this spot that they have hit the headlock this morning, seeing signs, so we'll see how this goes. I kind of parked a little far away, if there's any hunters up here, I'll back out and just say, you know, I don't want to disturb anybody else's hunt. Gotta be respectful. So, but it doesn't look like there's any tracks here. So hopefully, good sign. I actually hope that he gets a bull tonight. Then this is just me hanging out in the woods for the evening. So we'll see.
Solo hunting. Kind of nerve-wracking because there's bears out here, but it's kind of fun, honestly. Let me show you behind me. I'm tucked in behind this tree, but so I'm gonna face the tree, and then all this open area. There's a big cliffside right there. Back out of here. There's I almost lost my footing. There's that area. This is all. Alright, we're down to the last 30 minutes here. No sign, really. Been calling. No response back. I do a few more calls, maybe. If the road part of me wants to just be quiet and see what happens. We have 30 minutes of light out here. Light left, but this place looks promising. Just ain't no luck. Alright, so if I was, I meant to say, if I was deer hunting, this would be the spot I would go. There's all kinds of rubs, and there's droppings, deer droppings, a lot of buck droppings right by me. So, yeah, this would be a good spot. I was actually, earlier as I was standing here, that must have been a deer bedded pretty close to me. I just moved over like a foot, didn't think there was anything by me, and it started blowing at me, but I never saw it, but when it blew at me, it was pretty close. Just no sign of elk, unfortunately, but if I was deer hunting, I think we'd be have meat in the freezer.